Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing another recreation for you guys. I think these are super fun. I really like doing recreation videos. There's a ton of pictures that I save on like the little like save tab on Instagram, and then I go back and look through them to create something really cool for you guys. And I will link the artist to this one down below. She has a kind of a weird username in my opinion, so I can't remember it right now. But I do say it in the video and I will tag her down below. And yeah guys, I really hope you enjoy this super purpley pink blown out look. And yeah guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started because this look is a fun one. Okay, so this is where we're at right now, and today I'm recreating this look from Raw Sheen A Curly. I will type that down below and see if I can link it for you guys. This look is amazing. I follow the hashtag something like James Charles Morphe palette or something like that, and I saw this look and it just seemed absolutely so stunning to me that I really wanted to recreate it. I think she has some glitter on the inner corner, but the James Charles actually doesn't come with glitter, so I don't know what she used, and I don't have any glitter that color, so I just you know, tried to do that the best I could. So let's go ahead and start. I actually redid this look. So I started it and then realized it wasn't coming out as clean as this one did. And I will share with you guys my mistakes so that you guys can avoid it if you really want to recreate this look. So the first time, of course I'm using the James Charles palette for this look because it is the inspiration, like I have the palette the girl was using. So first I started from lightest to darkest and I went that way, and I've only used these shades right here, these little pink and purples. And that didn't work. When I applied that pink and tried to blend it out, it just was the messiest look. It looked like this, at least looks kind of controlled. I couldn't get the other one to blend perfectly. So I definitely recommend going darkest to lightest, and obviously I will show you guys how I did that. And right now I'm using the Revolution Cut Crease Canvas. I've been using this in pretty much all of my videos for my eye base. I'm pretty sure most of you know that by now. So first I started off with this super tiny essence brush and going in with this dark purple shade right here. It is the shade Escape. So this super dark purple. And I'm going in tapping motions, but like right here, my eye creases, so I have to make sure that I get it just right. And I know how insane this looks right now. Like literally when I was, you know, doing this look for my second attempt, there was some sheer panic, not even gonna lie. And after I built the color up as much as I could, obviously my eye base is still wet, I didn't set it, so that's kind of the like rough draft you want to create with the first shape. I know that looks completely insane, but then I'm going to take my Luxie 249, and I'm going to go in with the shade Single right here, and then after that I'm going to go in with the shade Love That. So basically I went from darkest, and then I'm going to bounce from these two and then go into the shade Skip. So right now we're going to go into the shade Single, and this is just like a more precise fluffy brush, and I'm kind of going to fill the gap. With a lot of his shadows, you really want to like pack on the color. There's going to be a point where this look does come together. It is just not yet. I went ahead and picked up a little tiny bit of the shade Escape to kind of fill that inner gap. And then with the shade Love That, which is that darker pink right above the shade Single, picking up with the same brush and trying to diffuse that on the outer edges. Then I'm going to go in with this like tapered angled brush. This doesn't have a number on it. I actually bought it online on eBay, and it came in a brush set. I actually have them. If you guys want, I'll show you those. But now I'm going to go in with the shade Love That again, and just pick it up and pack it on the very like outer edge. If I had larger eye space, I feel like this would be so much easier to recreate, but I don't, so I'm gonna work with my eyelids. And I know that looks like it didn't make much of a difference, but I have to apply the pink before I continue to blend it out because I don't have very much room to continue to grow this look. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Skip, which is, I've used this on my channel before, super neon pink. And I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild brush. Again, it's kind of like a tapered brush. Honestly, these two brushes are very similar, except this one's just a little fatter. But if you obviously can't find this one, this is a really good dupe. It's the Wet n Wild one, and it's literally $1. So I am applying the shade Skip on all the edges and trying to keep it as controlled as I humanly can. I have to raise my eyebrows to kind of really get a decent amount of space. And you can see that there is not a good blend there. That's because I'm just packing the color on. Next, I'm going to go in with a fluffy real hair brush. I don't really like real hair brushes, but I own this one. Oh my gosh, that's not going to be helpful. And basically what I'm doing is mixing the shade Skip and the shade Pinkity Drinkity, the super pale pink. And I'm going right over the edge of where I applied the shade Skip. Honestly, not the easiest thing to do. This look is way different for me in this like style, and I think part of it is the fact that since it's a recreation, I'm like very much trying to get it right the way that the artist originally did. If I only just had a little more lid space, really. So again, it's not perfectly blended. I'm gonna go back in with the shade that I used for Pinkity Drinky with Skip, that neon pink, with no extra product, and try to diffuse as much as I can. And then I'm kind of working backwards. So first I went darkest to lightest, and now I'm going lightest to darkest. So now I'm gonna pick up the shade Love That and Single kind of together, and just you really want to keep going back and forth until you kind of feel like it is where you want. I'm going back in with the brush that I used for my eye brace to kind of clean this up because I noticed that it was getting a little crazy. Honestly, I didn't know if that technique was going to work to fix it, but sometimes you just gotta risk it. Now that we are kind of at this step, first I took the shade Artistry, and James Charles said that this shade is supposed to be like a topper to other shades, and so that's why I kind of applied some of this shade right here, which is Single. But I have dug my finger so hard into this shade. It's really weird and really kind of hard to work with. And I mean, I have my finger really well saturated. And don't get me wrong, it's very pretty, but it just like doesn't oomph enough. So I'm gonna work this shade up with my finger. You can wet your finger, spray it first. I just realized I'm using my middle finger. Swear I didn't mean to do that. So you guys are probably gonna think I'm crazy, but I just took my nail and like scraped up some of the product to really like pick up a crap ton of that shade. So if you have this palette, you can do that to really build it up. Basically, this is a halo eye that I am doing a very like messy version of. I didn't do a cut crease style this time. It sucks that I really had to like, I literally took my finger and I dug up whatever I could. So that kind of sucks because if it is like your favorite shade, you will be basically destroying it and doing that. But if you don't have this palette and you kind of want to recreate it, you could probably do the same thing with this palette right here. This is the Wanderlust by Profusion, and these shades right here kind of give you the same effect. But I'm going to go in with the shade Nimbus. By the way, these two shades, dare I say, are better than the shade Artistry from the James Charles palette. And that's probably a super unpopular opinion, but I'm just going to be real with you guys. This $10 palette is where it's at. And like, it's a little bit of a different hue, but I think it looks really cute, like a smack in the center, just to make it brighter. And I'm not spraying my finger on this one just because it's like so easy and works so beautifully. I mean, just like that like really brought the look to life, not gonna lie. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Gravity. Super weird shade. So these are the two that I've been going in with. This one is Nimbus and this one is Gravity. Gravity has a little bit more of that like blue reflect to it, but it is also a lighter shade. I honestly feel like I need to try some more Profusion palettes. I have 2, but they're so good that like, wow. I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild foundation. I'm not priming my face literally because it is 12 o'clock right now. And I'm about to take this right off. That's not to say that this isn't all look that I would wear though. Like, I would totally wear this at the house. I've become a little bit more comfortable with rocking super dramatic looks out of the house. I will say, if you guys want to practice technique, this is a super affordable foundation. It's really easy to work with. It doesn't have the best shade range, I'll be honest, but I feel like that is something that Wet n Wild is working on, and they are expanding it. Even this color doesn't exactly match me. I'm using my Wet n Wild sponge as well, guys, so this is the Wet n Wild foundation and the Wet n Wild sponge in action. Next I'm going to go in with my Revolution concealer in the shade C3. I haven't used this one in a while on my channel either for under the eyes, so I thought I would show you guys how it performs. I don't use it on my channel for under the eyes because it's honestly just not my favorite anymore, but it is a really good quality and pretty full coverage concealer. I just find that sometimes it's a little bit too drying, but that's okay. I'm also going to use my OG Airspun. If you guys can tell, I'm not using my absolute favorite products because I'm going to be literally washing this off when it comes to like face makeup. But that doesn't mean that these products aren't good. Like, I still keep them in my collection because they are still really good products. But I just find that I have kind of dry under eyes, and this concealer just doesn't help very much when it comes to that. I'm dusting that right off because, like I said, it can get dry under the eyes, and even though I'm not going out in this makeup, I still am going to take pictures. I'm going to do my bronzing before I move. My under eyes looks so light. I think that concealer is a little bit too light for me, but we're already here, so. By the way, that was the shade C3, so for reference, if you're like anywhere near my skin color. I mean, obviously that one works for me when I'm a little bit more fair, but I'm going in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer to contour my nose. It's literally the same one I use in every video. So I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in the shade Queensland. This one was limited edition, but Wet n Wild did release some bronzers. So they do have some permanent bronzers like in this packaging now. So I really like this one because it's pretty warm, and like I really do like a terracotta kind of bronzer. So I'm just doing same old and going in with my Wet n Wild I forgot what this is, highlighter in the shade Precious Petals. Literally use this in every video. Like, I dare you guys to go find a video where I didn't use this. I mean, obviously, like a makeup related video. I'm just going to pop a little bit of this highlighter on with my finger on my nose as my nose highlight, just to kind of get it over with. Next, I'm going to go in with my Sleek Makeup highlighter in the Quad Cleopatra's Kiss. But this, like, really pale light, it has the most beautiful reflective little glitters in it, and I just like to swirl my brush in there kind of hard and wet the cheeks a little bit and plop that baby on. I feel like a look as dramatic as this needs like a pound of highlighter, so that's what we're getting today. I just turned my entire face into my cheekbones, but that's fine. Instead of using that palette for my inner corner, I'm going to go in with the lightest shade from the Profusion palette that is like this pink light one. It is the shade Gravity. Oh my god, I just took it with my pencil brush that I highlight my nose with. Dang it. You know what? I honestly feel like that really tied this together. Pretty. I honestly don't know what I would do without this pencil brush. I remember I lost it a little while ago and I was dying. So I'm going to highlight my brow bone with the shade Illusion from the Wanderlust palette. I feel like I could have used one of the James Charles shades, but this one is just like super intense. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. blush palette, and I'm going to go and take this super pink shade right here. So I actually went ahead and did my eyebrows, and I'm letting my lash glue dry right now, but this is my favorite brow pencil. This is basically like the Anastasia the Anastasia brow definer, but it is the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. I love it because it's not too waxy, it's not too, I don't know, like it's just like the perfect color because it's brown, but it's like a little bit, it's like a really dark brown, and it's like cool toned enough, and like it is like a perfect brow pencil for my brows. And I was like, I should check if I'm running out. I went to like turn it up one more. I'm like out, like I have to go repurchase this. So it came with a little cap for this part of the spoolie tube, but I lost it because I lose everything. Don't forget guys, I do have a whole lash video on my channel, so if you ever see me applying lashes and you want to know where I get them from, it's a lot to explain in just like one video, like while doing all of the other steps I normally do. But yeah, if you guys want to see that, I do have that as a video on my channel. So my lashes are still drying, but while they are still drying, I'm going to go ahead and do my lower lash line. So I'm going to pull out, where did it go? Oh, I'm going to pull back out my James Charles palette, and I noticed that she basically recreated the same steps in her lower lash line that she did on the top. So I'm going to take the shade Skip and run it in my lower lash line. I don't want it to come down too far, to be honest. Sometimes you don't get what you want. I do need to come down low enough, however, that you can see it and then still see the other colors. So I think that's good. Wow, I did bring that lower than I thought. Okay, well, we're here. So I really like that I'm not wearing my colored contacts anymore. I still have some, and I do pull them out every now and then. This time I have been wearing my brown one, or my clear ones. But I feel like clear contacts or just like plain brown eyes for looks like this is super great because honestly, so versatile. Sometimes I think having brown eyes is pretty cool. And then with just this like little brown, with this little essence brush, I'm going to take this shade, which is Single, and then deepen it up with the shade Escape. So just running Single across the lash line. I kind of want to get some colorful like pencil liners, but at the same time I feel like I wouldn't even use them, to be honest. So now I'm going in with the shade Escape, just on this outer part of my eye right here. I swear you guys, this mascara is perfect for the lower lash line. Look at those spidery lashes. This is the Mega Wear Mascara by Wet n Wild, and it's in this little teal tube. Love it. So I actually love the way that this eye look came out. It is absolutely stunning. I have a little bit of fallout around my nose, so because we've already set our face and everything, I'm just going to dust it off. Not a big deal. And now I'm going to apply some lip color. I think that there's nothing else that can go with this look except the nude, so I'm just going to pick up my Ride or Die lip pencil that feels a little bit more pink. This one is the Milani one in the shade All Natural. Again, this is totally going to be repurchased for me. So above that lip liner, I just threw on this e.l.f. lip gloss in the shade Peach Bellini. It is a really beautiful gloss, but it doesn't have like any shimmer to it. If you want something with shimmer, you could totally do that. I normally love a shimmer gloss, but I just didn't do that today. So also when I do makeup looks literally nearly at 1 a.m. And I'm like always just kind of practicing with makeup, I like to use just like a coconut water. This one is the Coconut Rose Hydrating Mist. Like I like to use like mists rather than like setting sprays because I'm literally going to take this off in a matter of minutes. So I just like to make sure my hair is kind of out of my face a little bit. And just give my skin a light, I don't know why I said light because look at my skin, I'm drenched, but. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing me recreate something fun and fresh and completely out of my comfort zone. You know what? This is the first time since I started my YouTube channel that I've had to redo a look. But honestly, I think I did it some justice. I think it's very pretty. I think she did definitely use some sort of glitter, but it looks really pretty. So either way, I think I did, honestly, I think I did a pretty good job at recreating it. If you guys recreate any of my looks, please let me know. I need to come up with some sort of hashtag or something so that I can like see all of your recreations in one collective location. But yeah guys, this is the end of the video and I love it and I hope you guys love it. And again, I will link the original artist in the description below so that you guys can see her as well. Anyway, I love you guys and I will see you all in my next video. Love you guys. Bye!